welcome to After the Cut with your host Randy Gordon, who is me. And I got my man Fred here. He's an engineer and a sneakerhead, just like myself. So we gonna dive right into those things right now. Fred, what up, man?
What's going on? Appreciate you.
Alright. What made you choose to be an engineer, man? Like, how does one go about doing that? Is it tough or is it easy or?
I would have to say it's not easy, right? But with anything that's not easy, man, just putting forth time and effort and a little bit of hard work, man, you can accomplish that goal. But started off, I would say probably in middle school.
Okay.
Really just kind of getting into technology, what that is and what it looks like. I went to a Magnum High School in Augusta, Georgia.
Okay.
So they had a technology field and they had a health and science field. So I went towards the technology field, and man, it was just, I had a few teachers that really just kind of kept me engaged as far as like what things could look like as far as on that engineering side. And that was just something, hey, I grew an interest for, was passionate about it. And ultimately, went off to Georgia Tech.
Okay.
And got my engineering degree in electrical engineering. The school part is hard. I would say there were some times I spent some all-nighters, right?
Right.
But I think all that helped me to where I'm at now, which I can appreciate what I learned back in school. And so school was hard, just trying to understand the different formulas, different topics, different engineering concepts. But in the real application, I'm able to kind of utilize that. But more or less now it's learning what learning what a process is.
Right.
So I have those fundamentals from engineering, but what I really do, I'm really just trying to think through like solutions and just building upon what I learned in engineering.
You think you know something is, but you really don't.
Right.
So I'm gonna ask you this for myself, if those may not know. What really is an engineer? Like, what's the description?
Oh man, I'm gonna break it down. So engineering, I'm gonna say you have a problem, and then there has to be a solution for it. So there's different disciplines in engineering. My background is electrical, so you have electrical, you have mechanical, you have civil, you have industrial. There's so more. The list goes on. But where it all comes to, there's a problem that's out there, and as an engineer, you're thinking through, okay, how can I provide a solution? How can I make this better than how it is? How can I shape it up where, further down the road, it can be, more efficient, more reliable?
So now you go break into the meat. Everybody talk about. So I didn't know that you had a sneaker page. I know I cut you hair for a long time.
Yeah.
I know you come in there with crazy sneakers. I'm like, hold up. I know I got sneakers, but I met my match.
I don't know this. Okay.
Met my match. So it's like, all right, so what got you into sneakers?
So it probably dates back to elementary school. It was like either 4th or 5th grade. Man, I saw another student and he had the Jordan 13, and I got him with me. The Flints.
Okay.
And so kind of going into the story behind it, but I saw that shoe and I was like, you know what? I like that shoe. That's something that I want to have. At the time, I had another pair on, but I didn't get those. I didn't get the Flint 13s until later on in life, right? But I would say that was probably the moment when I was like, yep, I like them. This shoe right here, man, I remember seeing it. I was in elementary school, and like I mentioned, as a young guy in my class that had this shoe on. And just the color I like, right? And you just can't go wrong with this. Just the blue, the navy, the gray, and then with the Jumpman, it's kind of like a baby blue.
Right, you got the hologram on the side.
Yeah, it's just you can't beat it, right? And I just enjoy sneakers, but this is what really got me to really like it. I would say Jordans. And it's one, when it came back out, I was like, yep, I gotta grab it. And I don't wear it as much, but it's one I'm always gonna keep in the collection.
Look brand new. I remember when they first came out, like this part right here, the hologram part, out of middle school when these came out. You know what I'm saying? So everybody like, yo, you seen the Jordan, the Michael Jordan hit the last shot with it's the Jazz with it. So that wasn't even a Jazz bugging. The Jazz was the 14s.
14s.
The 13s was the playoff 13s.
They got a pair coming out.
Yeah. So the playoff 13s, those what I'm talking about. So like everybody had them. They all black. And I'm like, I can afford them. You know what I'm saying? So that's my story. My mom can't get enough for me. But I see everybody wearing them. Like, yo, those is fire. Like, when Jordan wore those? You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. So this colorway, he didn't wear this colorway on the court, but it's a colorway when people see it and people talk about it. It's a classic one.
It's crazy because it's in the Wild House, how it's an OG.
Yeah.
We ain't even worn it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not even the Bulls colors.
No.
It was a shoe that's well recognized.
That's it.
You know? And I never had a pair of 13s because, I mean, 13s I put on my feet. I was like, they look weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My sister though, she got about 3 pairs of these joints. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a different one. I tell you, it's it fits a little different on your feet, but man, this colorway, I like it.
Color clean, classic.
It is. It's classic.
I guess their Carolina Blue is from Carolina days.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I didn't really have many Jordans, so I think that's why when I, through high school, I was, working and then going off to college. And then, full time, it's like, yeah, some of these Jordans and kicks that I missed out on, I want to make sure I get a pair.
That's how I was with the Concords.
Okay.
The Concord 11. So like,
got those.
In my last year on my street in Buffalo, we moving. So I seen this dude walking down the street. He had the breads on.
Okay.
Walking, cause the Buffalo people walking the street, they don't walk on the sidewalk. I don't know what that about, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm on Gimbo. This dude walks in the middle of the street with the 90 with the breads on.
Okay.
The 11. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I've never seen a shoe like that at the time. I was like, what, 96? I think 95.
Yeah.
I'm like, that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But my mom couldn't get them for me, but I'm like, I gotta figure out how to get them sneakers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then, those are the breads. So then later on, the Concord came out first. But I wasn't paying them no attention because I'm looking at these breads. So like an older, I see, they got Concords too. Then I saw the game when he came back in 45.
Yep.
So I'm like,
Yep.
So the Concord.
The Concords.
I knew you gonna bring those. You gotta bring the grails.
I had to. This is my favorite one. Didn't mean to cut you off on what you were saying.
You did it perfectly.
But this is my favorite one. Out of like Reebok, Adidas, Nike, whatever shoe. That is my number one. That is my number one.
You can't beat Concord.
You can't.
No sneaker can beat the Concord. So like, I finally got my pair in 2018.
Okay.
I was a grown man, my first pair ever.
Yeah.
Still got it. I'll beat them up. They like all whites now. They all white Concords right now. You know what I'm saying? So like, made me a kid again. You know what I'm saying? Like I finally got something that I really value. You know what I'm saying? And to people, it's not a big deal because they're not sneakerheads, or they have a story behind these things.
Right.
I got a story behind every pair of sneakers that I got for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, I always debate, like I always think about like top sneakers of all time.
Mm-hmm.
It's another one. It's controversial when I say it, but I think it's the same kind of weight.
Mm-hmm.
The Wave Runner kind of got the same kind of weight as the Concord 11. People don't want to admit that, but a Wave Runner can drop 3 times in a month and sell every single time.
Sell out every time. If it drops again, even without the whole situation.
Right. Then it's selling on resale. And everybody had. I think that shoe has the same impact, kind of like this shoe. Because Jordan, he didn't win in these. People don't know that.
Yeah.
He didn't win a championship in these sneakers. This is when he came out of retirement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yep.
So I'm like, man, I mean, that's just my opinion. Like, because my top 2 shoes is those and Wave Runners.
I would agree. Those are strong top 2.
You know
That's a strong top 2.
My top 2 is like, I beat those up. My Wave Runner going away, I beat up too. So it was like, man. Then they both set with me because the Wave Runners, when they first came out, I couldn't get them either.
Yep.
So I was cutting hair still, but I wasn't business savvy that I am now.
Right.
So I was doing stupid stuff. I'm not fully putting my best effort into what I'm doing, mentally or physically. You know what I'm saying? Once I figured that out, I'm like, all right, bet. I'm not gonna say figure it out. Once I applied myself.
That's right.
I had I got the Wave Runners. That's right. What you got next?
The last one that I have, it's this one is a special one for me. But if you remember, they released on Sneakers app.
Right.
And of course, always taking L's, me taking L's on sneakers. But you didn't know exactly which pair you would receive.
Right.
So they randomly selected people, selected accounts, and then you basically found out the shoe that you got once it showed up at your doorstep. But I didn't win on sneakers. But Off-White, they were doing a raffle at all their stores. So like in New York, Miami, I think there's a store in Paris and Las Vegas. So they did a raffle on Instagram, and I was like, you know what? Let me try and see what happened. So I put in a raffle at the store in Miami, and actually won the raffle. But I got the email like on a Tuesday, and then it was an in-person pickup. So got the email on Tuesday, and you had to pick it up on Saturday between like 8 and 10. And so I was thinking hard, right? I was talking to my wife. I was like, hey, I won this raffle, and this is one that I wanted. I didn't know exactly which one that I won. I didn't know if it was a lot 1 or this lot 50. But truth be told, I brought a ticket to go to Miami, and I still got the ticket here.
Oh man!
I got the flight home, but got this ticket, so I purchased a flight to Miami. Got there. It was the first flight out of Atlanta. Got there close to about 10 something. The store is about 15 minutes from Miami's airport. Went down there, caught an Uber, picked up the shoe, went right back to the airport, came back to Atlanta the same day. And yeah, so this is one that you think about, like those unique things that you've done for a sneaker. You know, I've waited in line for a shoe like several hours before the store is open, but never have flew out to get a shoe, and was blessed to, you know, financially be able to buy a ticket to do that. But probably won't do that often, but this was one that I just had to do it.
That's a good story too. Like,
yeah,
because a lot of people, you never hear a story like, yo, I won. I gotta figure out how to get my way down to Miami to get my sneaker. And like you said, like, and going back to our history, going back to our childhood, now I'm in a place where I can make that flight.
That's correct.
And go and do that. Something I love to do.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, they always be saying, like, when it comes to sneakers, people always tell you heard it. I know where your money went. It's in your closet, in your sneakers, so on, so and so. So I say, well, everybody got their habit. Everybody got their hobby. And if it's not hurting me,
they do.
Don't worry about what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Because apparently, I'm not gonna do something that's gonna put my household in jeopardy.
That's right.
So my last question for you, man, and this might be your secret, but how the hell you keep hitting on all these things?
Man,
There's gotta be a method to this, man.
I wish it. Well, I guess the method is for me. I'm big on the raffles, right? So I'm always putting in like several raffles. You know, I may get like family members to help put in raffles for me.
Okay.
So that's what I've been doing. But thankfully, you know, been able to hit. I don't know if it's because my shoe size, 8.5 and 9. I don't have to compete with as many people as far as bigger sizes, but for me, it's just been raffles. And then I've been, you know, following different stores on Instagram. So a lot during the pandemic, you know, a lot of stores were doing just, you know, online shipping, right? So many people couldn't come inside and pick up a shoe. So that's why I found a lot of stores doing raffles, like in other parts of the states, just being able to submit raffles in and winning. So it's been great so far. Crossing fingers, I still can continue to hit on these different raffles, but it's just been raffles submit, multiple raffles that I'm submitting.
That's what it is, man. Yeah. Hey, man, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for making me be your barber, choosing me.
Oh man, cuts are always great. Always great. Always.
All right, man. Thank you, man.
Appreciate it again.
What's up?
Yes, sir.